Natural look. Restoration with natural look resin. It will be necessary to mold the patient and obtain a plaster model to carry out diagnostic wax-up for manufacturing of the silicon matrix. Manufacture with the condensation silicon, cloning of the platinate face matrix to have as a reference. Observe the copy of the region to be restored and check the adaptation of the matrix in the teeth. Then, select the colors adequate for the restoration, performing the test in the tooth. The Natural Look resin is available in 17 colors. In the options, enamel, enamel of whitening teeth, dentine, and incisal. Carry out the bezel in the area to be restored. After protecting the adjacent teeth using an isolation tooth tape, condition the area with alpha etch using the application tip and wait for the acid action for 30 seconds in enamel and 15 seconds in dentine. Alpha etch provides an excellent acid conditioning to the enamel and to the dentine and a greater micromechanical retention in restorations with resin materials. After the acid conditioning, wash the place to totally remove the product and then dry without dehydrating the tooth. With the aid of a bender brush, apply the Natural Bond DE adhesive on the tooth. The low viscosity of Natural Bond DE allows an effective application in the entire cavity. Apply an air jet gently for 5 to 10 seconds for the solvent evaporation. If required, repeat the application until the surface is shiny. Carry out the photoactivation for 20 seconds. In addition to a great adherence, Natural Bond DE reduces microinfiltrations and marginal discoloration because it penetrates between the collagen fibers, forming a regular and homogeneous hybrid layer. Apply the incisal Natural Look resin in increments in the matrix carried out with cloning, first building the palatine face region with the aid of a brush. Developed with nanotechnology, the Natural Look resin promotes sites restorations, consistency of adequate work, and excellent radiopacities and fluorescences. Position the matrix in the tooth and photoactivate the resin for 20 seconds. Remove the matrix. Apply the dentine resin selected in increments, reproducing the characteristics of the adjacent tooth. Photoactivate each increment for 20 seconds. Apply the CL enamel resin to reproduce the halo effect in the incisal edge. Photoactivate for 20 seconds. Observe that the dentine resin shall not occupy the space of the vestibular enamel. Apply the enamel resin, leaving an adequate space for the incisal resin. Photoactivate for 20 seconds. Observe the space left for the incisal resin. Last, apply the incisal resin with the aid of a brush and spatula. Photoactivate for 20 seconds. Observe the finalization of the resin layers, completing the entire existing space. Remove the isolation tapes of the adjacent tooth. Remove the excesses of the resin with the aid of a scalpel blade. Use one dental finishing strip for finishing in the edges. Use the S strip to avoid the excessive waste. With a finishing burr, provide texture to the restoration. For the resin final polishing, engage Nova DFL polisher in the pen and pass on the restored area. First, the yellow for better finishing. Then the white for the final shine. The Nova DFL polishers have steel ties and silicone tips that provide natural shine to the restoration. They are autoclavable and last up to 10 times more. Apply alpha etch acid on the restored area for 30 seconds, wash and dry. Apply natural glazing agent on the entire restoration with the acid with the aid of the bender brush. Then photoactivate for 20 seconds. Natural glaze increases the longevity of the restoration and promotes a high shine, with no interference in the final color of the restoration.